There are 5 million stay-at-home moms in the U.S., and when it's time to return to work, it's not always easy for them to get back in the workforce. Huffington Post columnist Barbara Hannah Grufferman is also author of The Best of Everything After 50. She joins us this morning with tips on transitioning back to the office. Great to have you with us this morning.
Thank you, Erica. Good morning.
This is something for a lot of women. It may have in the past come to the point where, well, my kids are older, their days are pretty occupied by school, now I'm ready to go back to work. But considering the difficult, economic spot we're in, for a lot of women, this is coming up faster than they imagined. What are some of the biggest hurdles for women getting
Absolutely.
back in?
There are a lot of women who had taken off working to raise their children or to take care of an ailing parent, too. That's another component of this. People who take sabbaticals from work that we can't forget, especially in the sandwich generation.
Right.
And many of them had decided that they would never go back to work. But now, because of the economic climate, sometimes their spouses are losing their jobs or are being downgraded in position and salary, and they have to now supplement the income for the family. So they are being, some of them forced to go back to work, but some of them want to go back to work. And in fact, many, many do. And it is a challenge. A double whammy, too, is that many of the women who took off to raise their children and took off for maybe 10 years, 12 years, are now finding themselves in their late 40s, close to 50, and then a double whammy. They're a little older, and they're also not employed. And another challenge for them, too, is that corporations are still not accepting the fact that women have a lot of value and a lot to add to companies when they have been off for a number of years as they've been running.
Taking time off, really.
In fact, the last 12 months of the jobs that became available, 90% went to men because corporations tend to be more sympathetic to men who are unemployed and women who are unemployed. And this is a big issue.
That is a big issue. So then let's help women out there get back to work, get back on that career track. You have a number of tips for us. The first one being, to make it a smooth transition, you have to create your own board of directors. What does that mean?
This is an incredible idea. When I was thinking about what I was going to do when I hit 50, I had been out of work for a couple of years, taking my sabbatical, and I decided, well, I think I'm going to write this book. But I had some doubts because that also happens to women. They have doubts about their abilities, they have fear, and I decided to call a brand Barbara meeting. I pulled together 3 women who are, I think, brilliant, and I said, I'm taking you to dinner, and let's talk about me.
Right.
Brand Barbara, what shall we do? Here are my skills. Here's what I'm thinking about doing. What is my next step? It was incredible. Every woman should do that. Do a brand Judy meeting, and then from there, develop your own board of directors. Gather a group of women or men, or both, and then every week meet and spend 15 minutes per person talking about what your goals are and get feedback. You can even practice your interviewing skills.
So
you can look at your resume. It's very important. Any ideas you have can be discussed with your group, and then you can move on.
And especially on a weekly basis to keep it up. I know networking, we know, it's always important to network. But beyond networking, you also say you should have your own business cards. But if I haven't been working, what information do you put on your business card?
You have to have just a calling card. In fact, that's very much in vogue right now. A very simple card that just has your name, your contact phone number, assuming your cell, and a website if you have one, and certainly your email address. No address necessary. Just very nice and tasteful. Have them made inexpensively online, and you have them if you're at a conference. Now, networking is much easier now. You can go online, LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter.
They're all at your fingertips.
Do you know people? If you know people, even your soccer coach, you can network with them and people that they know.
Always put out those
feelers. The whole point is, don't be afraid. The power of asking for help is essential.
Great tips this morning. We're going to put more of them on our website. Thanks for coming in this morning.
Thank you very much.